Another fork in the road.
This is how we reach the truth. It reflects how problems are really solved, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know if I've ever actually solved a mystery on my own. I don't remember it all.
It doesn't matter. You just need to solve the mystery in front of us. Say!
Yeah.
Come on.
Huh?
Come on.
Huh?
Oh, I got it! Master, leave this to me. This...
Hey, wait!
The culprit just played dead. Because if they did commit suicide after the crime, they'd be dead right now. And that's no fun at all.
That's your reasoning? Wait, what's this chain?
I told you we share mind and body. The chain is proof of that. Our relationship can never be broken apart.
That's terrible!
Please, you should consider yourself lucky you're being haunted by a cutie like me. I'm so tired. I pulled you up here, so you can walk the rest of the way yourself.
I didn't ask you to do that. So you think this path will lead toward the truth, right?
No idea. This is a labyrinth. It's pretty common to encounter dead ends.
Whoa, watch out!
You see? What did I tell you? Dead end.
Don't sound so proud of yourself. You chose this path, Shinigami.
If it's a dead end, maybe the culprit wasn't just plain dead.
I searched all 5 bodies, and they were, without a doubt, dead.
Oh, so the answer isn't played dead. Let's turn back.
You changed your mind already?
Exploring all possibilities is an important part of beating a mystery labyrinth. Thanks. By the way, I did say I can guide you through the mystery labyrinth, but I'm not that good at solving mysteries.
You could have said that a little earlier.
I just want to help. I like when you rely on me, Master.
Anyway, what's going on in the real world while we're in the mystery labyrinth?
Time has stopped on the other side. We're sort of set apart from the normal flow of time while we're here. In other words, you're still surrounded by peacekeepers.
So if we return without solving the mystery, we'll just be captured.
As a result, this murder case will remain unsolved and linger in people's memories as a serious crime. Naturally, this mystery labyrinth will also survive. And that creates an even bigger problem.
Which is?
Leaving a case unsolved means that it will go down in history that way. The more bizarre a mystery is, the more it attracts people's interest. And the more people rack their brains about that mystery, the bigger the mystery labyrinth gets. Eventually, the mystery labyrinth would gain enough power to start affecting the real world. It would implant insidious ideas into people's minds, creating more murderers and, in turn, new mystery labyrinths. Labyrinths can create endless cycles. That's why it's best to cut it off as soon as possible.
It sounds way more daunting than I thought.
back. The other route is commit suicide after the crime. There's no other option, so it has to be the right answer. Let's solve this thing!
Careful. But to commit suicide after the crime would mean... After killing the other four, the culprit killed themselves, right? Is that really the right answer?
The Mystery Labyrinth's routes represent logical deduction. If there's only one route, then it's the only possibility. I think the only option left is the culprit off themselves. We just need to find that suicidal pest.
Ah! What's going on here?
This is part of the mystery materializing. You just need to solve it. Come on, Master! Concentrate!
If the culprit committed suicide after the crime, then the last person that died should be the culprit.
Right, because they wouldn't be able to kill someone else if they off themselves already. Nice work!
Of course! The person who started the fires must be the culprit.
All 5 burned to death, so the culprit who died last totally burned themselves.
The one who burned the other 4, then set themselves on fire, is Zilch!
Bingo! You did it, Master! But you know, setting aside the idea that the culprit was the last to die, why would it be Detective Four Eyes? Didn't we discover his body first?
According to the Peacekeepers, the victims all burned to death, right? But when we first found Zilch in Car 1, he wasn't burnt yet. If that's the case, that means he must have burned to death after that. Although, everyone else we found after him had already died from burns.
Alright. So if they all burned to death, then the last one who died could be Detective Four Eyes.
I think the culprit killed everyone in the opposite order of how we found their corpses. Starting from Car 5, he killed them in order one by one, then set himself on fire in Car 1.
So Detective Four Eyes is without a doubt the culprit, but he committed...
Whoa! It worked?
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Yeah. Is that the end of it?
I guess that's everything. Seems easier than I thought. What's wrong, Master?
I'm wondering if that's really all that happened. Something about this seems off.
It does? You think so?
Ah! What's going on? The conclusion? Is this the truth behind the case?
There's only one door. No other options. Maybe this really is the end. Kind of a simple conclusion despite 5 people. Well, I hope this was a helpful tutorial for you, Master.
Wait. Mystery labyrinths contain all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right? Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What makes you say that?
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
If so, then this door could be a fake.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though. And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
You've already affected my judgment. I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that? So it was fake! It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail!
You should've just quit while you were ahead.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought. Master, don't let your guard down.
Make sure you drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
I wonder if Master can even make Are you gonna remember? I sure hope you got all that down.
The culprit! Must be Zilch! Reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime. He burned the 4 passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
This is the truth! No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense. Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest. If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
You little brat. Fine. I'll answer you. I was a knife stuck in the body? Of course I know why! Yeah, it was to knock himself out!
I'll slash through this mystery! If his plan was to fall unconscious, he would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
I see. So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
Right. The Peacekeeper said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different. To me, it looked more like he was stabbed to death.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they have no... If they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating reports.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all. And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to have been stabbed to death. I get it. So that's what was bothering me. But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body, but I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
So we're stuck right here. I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now. But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery. You wish you had investigated more, right? So you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible. But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
I have a bad feeling about this. What are you trying to do?
This is all for you, Master. Ready, Master?
Huh? Wait! What's going on?
I'm extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mystery labyrinth. This is my super cute special weapon. See, if you investigate here, you might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
You don't have any time to waste, Master. This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long. You have until the pain in your head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
Got it. I'll hurry. This blanket is mostly burned, but some parts near the knife are unscathed. It doesn't look like there's blood on the blanket at all. But how could that be? Oh, so I can get solution keys here too.
You may have seen it, but forgotten. That just means you didn't think anything of it at the time. But it is in your memory, so you can use it as a clue.
You can do that? You're incredible, Shinigami.
Go on, keep complimenting me.
This cushion, was it always there? Also, it looks like it has a hole in the middle of it. It was made by something sharp. What did this? Oh, it's fading. I guess the pain is starting to go away too.
Looks like time's up. Well, did you find anything?
Yeah, I think I see the contradiction here. Although I'm not completely sold on it.
Come on, this is where you're supposed to declare, I've solved the mystery. Well, if you think you're on the right track, then I guess we should do this next.
Do what?
It's for when you're stuck in your deductions. Remember what I said earlier? Every labyrinth has a goal. So even when you're stuck, there's always a way out. And we're gonna find it by working together.
Working together?
Lay it all out, Master! We're gonna expose the Ready? The correct answer's somewhere inside Master! It's time for the solution key! Don't you forget! Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? You're wrong! That's right! That's right! Keep that up!
That's right. When I saw Zilch through the window, it appeared as if the knife was stuck in his chest. But in actuality, he stabbed the blanket-wrapped cushion to make it look like he had been stabbed. That's why the blanket didn't have blood on it, even though the cushion was stabbed through. Zilch's death was a red herring. It was meant to mislead us. It's a new solution key.
If it was a red herring, that means he wasn't really dead.
Yeah, Zilch was faking his death to fool us. That knife was just to trick me into thinking he was dead when I looked through the window. But the Peacekeeper's report saying they all burned to death created a contradiction.
So the culprit was just plain dead. It's exactly what I said.
In a roundabout way, yes.
Which means that dead end in the abyss could have a new path now. Let's hurry back!
What's wrong?
It's too much of a hassle to go all the way back there. I don't want to walk anymore.
Some guide you are. Besides, you're not even walking.
I despise effort and hard work. I want to head back the easy way. Oh, I know! I have a convenient transportation method, thanks to my awesomeness. It lets us go anywhere you've been before. Now's the perfect time to use it. See? Super easy.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, using it does.
drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
My lifespan?
So we passed through. How did the culprit... Now that we have a new solution key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours truly is important too. We are gonna expose the truth together!
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself. A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want, Master.
Well, maybe later. We opened the play dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key. So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Let's save the fun for later.
Oh, the ground! It's falling apart!
You better run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
Whoa!
Master, you better concentrate!
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with the knife through the cushion. That was definitely the real Zilch. corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a... The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning. It was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
If he needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place...
What places does matter, search? Master doesn't make mistakes. Right? Right? Right?
Here! That's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there! Hey! Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
We're not done yet! Hurry!
Shinigami, you might be fine because...
I can't believe it! He had the corpse hidden under the blanket? So, that four-eyed detective was... I'm so jealous!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well, Again!
I won't let you go any further!
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
I will not!
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Looks like you might not need assist. This could be the clincher!
I won't! Let you pass! Enough of your nonsense! You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who can replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse. It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
This is the truth! There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead It's Aphex's body from the 5th car! He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's!
Ah, damn it!
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The Mystery Labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert.
All right.
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burnt was to switch them, but the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, really, Using a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green. I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so...
Zilch?
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So,
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
you said the body in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right. If he slipped past us, when did that happen? Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
The culprit is...
If he'd gone...
No. Impossible. 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 Impossible!
Ah! Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom kill...
If they... He didn't pass through the train. And you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occur during the train's operation.
This is the truth! No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in Car 2 and Car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying? Forget the shaking and... the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
No.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
No.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
I'll slash through this mystery. No, the blackout didn't occur because of it was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system. The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over. Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him! You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom, kill that mystery phantom!
Hey!
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do...
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case... I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep... So this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed. If that's true, what exactly? If it's related to the body being moved, then
Master's expression is so serious. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing. The blackout? The train shaking? Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened. Oh, wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout... I don't get it.
that's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this. Let's go, Master! Lay it all out! Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? Ta-da! 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 Great! You can do it, Master! Wrong! Nice! Nice! Ta-da!
Could it be that the first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What? Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now. Master, I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that...
Watch out! Ah! There it is again! again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Lay it all out, Master!
That's right! He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense! Shut up! The first car is at the front of the train. Aphex's corpse was in the fifth car, even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Master? Don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think. How could you swap the position of the... If I can answer that, I can... How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel...
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all...
Master, here it comes! You gotta...
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing. Because they're all wrong from the very beginning. So it shook twice near the tunnel. Right up it! You mean the train car was separated, connected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate them, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
This is the truth! No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. Track, so by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars. The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating. After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second...
You're right! The first car moved all...
Normally, it's impossible for a single... The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then Car 1 can function on its own! Doesn't that solve everything?
No! That's crazy!
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse?
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
Try to solve it lickety-split! Ta-da!
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So, there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said that the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can access the fifth car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open. So, it wasn't broken. The fourth car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real fifth car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1. If there was another car 1, then there will be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right? Zilch?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit. That was a pretty solid deduction. Very impressive. Of me foreseeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right! Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't... You know, making the first car look like the 5th was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that? What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all,
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
it's bomb kill time!